Hello, this is Mohammad Yasir Arafat, and today we are going to discuss our last topic of chapter number 4, and that last topic is density. First, we must know what is density and on which factor density depends on. So, a space occupied by an object due to its mass is called density, or in other words, you can say it is the ratio between the mass and volume for any object. It also measures the heaviness of an object. So remember one thing, when the molecules get closer to each other, it will occupy a smaller space. When it occupies a smaller space, by that case, its volume will be reduced and density will get increased. And when the molecules are moving away from each other, where the volume of that object will get increased and density will get decreased. So here we can say that the density of an object and the volume are inversely proportional to each other. And the density can be measured in kilogram per meter cube. So here you can see the equation for the density, where the equation has been written as rho is equal to mass over volume. So here rho stands for density and m stands for mass and v stands for volume, where you can see that the density is measured in rho is equal to m into v, and this, by helping this equation, we can easily find out the equation for the mass, the value for the mass when the density and the volume is given, where we need to multiply density by its volume to get the given mass. And when you were asked to calculate volume when the mass of the object and the density is given, so what we need to do here, we will be dividing mass by density of an object to calculate volume. So now what is volume? Volume is a space occupied by an object, not due to mass. This is called volume, and volume can only be measured in meter cube. So to measure volume of a liquid, we will be using measuring cylinder. And remember one thing, you have to place your eyes or eyesight parallel to the line. So here you can see the line of sight, and this is a parallel to the lower end of the, or you can say the lower meniscus of the water level, and that will give you the accurate reading for a volume of a liquid. And you can calculate volume of solid as well, where you can see that a beaker is placed with a liquid where a stone is dropped. Initially, the volume of the liquid was 15 ml, and then when we had placed the stone or the solid into the liquid, its volume raised to 23 ml. So how we can find out the volume of solid in this case? First, we need to measure the volume of the liquid in the vessel, or in any vessel, could be anyone. It could be measuring cylinder, it could be a beaker. So here we can say that the volume of the liquid was 15 ml. Then place a solid cylinder into the beaker or a measuring cylinder. Now after placing, the volume has been raised to 23 ml. Now subtract the initial volume from the final volume. Now here the final volume is 23 ml and the initial volume is 15 ml. So the volume for the solid will be measured as 8 ml. So this would be the method to measure the volume of a solid by using liquid in a measuring cylinder or beaker. Thank you for watching me. Allah Hafiz.